A legal battle can be a drawn-out process and you need an expert on your side. The Broglio attorneys offer professional service in select areas of law, including road accident fund claims.
Michael, now over the last few months you've been talking to us about road accident fund cases and personal injury cases, but I see that attorneys are in the media once again with suggestions that they're taking too long to make payments and that direct payments to claimants are needed. What are your thoughts on this?
The road accident fund typically take about 2 to 4 years before they make a settlement offer in a matter. They drag almost every matter the whole way to court. They could save a lot of legal costs by making early offers in matters. I think that most attorneys could do what my firm does, and that is pay the client within approximately a week of getting the money from the road accident fund. So I don't think that there's any problem with the delay in payment. The real problems are how long the road accident fund is taking to actually settle a case. From an attorney's perspective, and the Cape Town court has ruled on this before, direct payments really are not necessary. We believe that the road accident fund would just prefer to not have attorneys involved in the process at all. Why, you may ask? Well, I've got cases, for example, where I've handled where the road accident fund have said our final offer is 35,000. I've taken the case to court and we've settled it for in excess of R1 million.
Okay, so you did touch on this lightly, but just to reiterate, if the courts have already ruled on the question of direct payments, why would the road accident fund be considering it again?
They seem adamant to get attorneys out of the industry. They seem to believe that they'll be better off without attorneys. I don't believe members of the public would be better off. And I think what they know, and that's what the Cape Town court discussed in that particular judgment, is that the vast majority of people don't have the money to finance their own case. They have to rely on an attorney to finance that case, and the attorney is able to give undertakings and make payments to various medical experts on the basis that the money will be paid to the attorney, and the attorney can deduct those payments from it and then pay the client. If the attorney doesn't have that assurance, the attorney won't do the case in the first place, and the road accident fund will then never ever get that case to pay out in the first place. Nobody's going to approach them with it.
But Michael, on the flip side, surely there are attorneys that also take too long to make payments.
I'm sure there's rotten apples in every industry. I'm quite sure that in the attorney's profession, they're a very small minority because we're very strictly governed by the Law Society. We even have rules about what we may or may not do in advertising, what we can or can't say in various spheres. So we're a very tightly controlled and regulated profession. And I think that's one of the things that have given a lot of people protection over the years. For example, if an attorney stole your money, you'd always have a claim against the Fidelity Fund and they would have to pay out and you'd be backed up. So I don't think that that's a real concern. But for the 1% scenario where that might happen, it's as simple as calling the Law Society and saying, Mr. X hasn't paid me the money. I've been waiting 6 or 8 weeks. And the Law Society see that in a terribly bad light. It's a sign that there may be something wrong with that attorney's bookkeeping.
What happens in the case of a person that has lost confidence in their attorney, or they just don't believe they're doing their job properly? Can they change their attorney?
You can change attorneys at any stage, maybe not with a month to go in your case, but at any other stage you should. And if you've lost confidence in your attorney, you should certainly change.
Excellent results and the top professional team make the Broglio attorneys the best choice for you. Visit their website onlinelaw.co.za for their full contact details today. Stay with Expresso and SABC3.